What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. Baby, 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 baby. How is everybody doing out there today? Sorry I'm late. I'm usually 5 minutes later, so I try to be on time, but you know, stuff happens. How's everybody doing? Ethan, what's up? Let's see here. Hopefully. Um, so I don't really have a planned guest to come on today. I was gonna try to have Joe on here before he goes to rehab tomorrow, but he's unable to jump on here with us. Unfortunately, maybe he sees this video and decides to jump on. I know he's getting nervous and anxious about rehab tomorrow, so it's all good, Joe, if you can't make it on. I figured you might be a little bit stressed out anyway. So, how are you doing, Ethan? First one in here, it looks like. Let's see here. Okay, Brandon's Recovery TV. Dang, what's up, man? You've been pretty consistent in here. Thanks for showing up again. Let's see here. Okay, I was looking for Callie Love. Callie Love, are you in here? Deb, are you in here? Let's see here. How's your recovery going, Brandon? Go ahead and just, I'll probably interact with you guys for a while just in the live stream since I don't really have a set guest to come on today. So just say what's up, guys. Ethan says, pretty all right. I actually went up on my Suboxone dose. My sleep wasn't doing good, so I had to go up a little bit. That's all right, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, um, you have to sleep, right? You have to get good sleep. I mean, it's okay to like let your sleep really suck butt for a period of time, but when it starts stacking up to like days after days and then weeks after weeks of crappy sleep, dude, if you got to go up a little bit on your dose, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't, I hope you're doing okay emotionally with that. What's your dose at, Ethan? I'm curious what your dose was at to where you're getting crappy sleep and then what your dose is at to get better sleep. Like, what's the difference for you? For me, I didn't really ever have sleep issues until I got under 1 milligram. And that's kind of just when my body starts to, or if you taper like too fast at first, then that can also happen as well. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna pull. Sorry, I'm not like looking away. I'm looking at the stream on this phone. If you guys see me looking down, um, let's see your channel. All right, I can read the comments closer here because this phone's a lot closer. William Hand says, "First time here. What's up, brother? Hey, thanks for joining, man. How are you doing? Are you on Suboxone, William, or what's your story?" Ethan says, "Yeah, it was stacking up for weeks already. It was affecting me bad. Yeah, that's good that you it's good that you know that, you push yourself as hard as you can, and then before you start to lose your freaking mind, yeah, go if your sleep is not recalibrating to the lower dose, then yeah, nothing's wrong with just going up a little bit on your dose to get some sleep. And then after you get maybe a few nights sleep, if you want to try to push harder again, you can do so. Just go at your own pace, guys. Just remember, this isn't a race. Brandon's recovery says, "Yeah, I'm doing okay. Just my sleep has been shit lately too." So Ethan's at 1 milligram a day. He was at 0.25 twice a day, and it was too low. He couldn't sleep to save his life. Okay. Yep, that's what it was. That's what it's always been for me. Is whenever I get under 1 milligram is when I start to have the issues. Deb Wood, what's up, girl? She says, "Hi guys, I was feeding my issues. Hard right, some weird little flashy things. So I hope that nothing goes goofy with it again this time. Hopefully everything's okay." Hopefully you guys can all still hear me and everything's all right. What's up, Maddie? What's up? And real quick, guys, before we get started, I just need to let you guys know that I am not a doctor. Nothing on my channel is medical advice. I don't give out medical advice. I really just share my story, and I could really only say what I would do in certain scenarios. You guys know I've been up and down with Suboxone. I've had a long painkiller addiction of about 15 years. I have been addicted to steroids in the past, back in my 20s. I did beat my steroid addiction, luckily. I can only do that with the help of TRT. Basically, when it comes to comparing the two, so basically TRT is almost kind of like Suboxone for steroids, right? To go cold turkey off of steroids, that is extremely hard to do, guys, because everything just sucks. It's almost comparing like a cold turkey steroid withdrawal. Wow, that's one to think about. Obviously, it doesn't kick in nearly as fast. It wouldn't kick in nearly as fast because of guys. It keeps like it's like reflashing or something's weird. I hope today goes okay. I'm a little worried here. So basically, they both suck. Um, any kind of cold turkey withdrawal sucks, really, to be honest with you. But those two in particular are not a doctor. Nothing in this channel is medical advice. This is just basically for entertainment purposes only. Oh, okay. He says my connection is bad. Let me switch something. Hold on, Brandon. Let me switch something here. Hold on, guys. Tell me if that gets better from here. I switched to my home Wi-Fi. Maybe that's why it was spazzed out. Yeah, see, it's things were goofing her up. Sorry, I can't talk today. Things were goofing up on my end just looking at the screen here. So I just switched to my home Wi-Fi. So I'm really hoping that that fixes the issue. So let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Does it sound better now? Is the vision better now? Is anything different now? Sorry about that. Looks like we have 9 people in here. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way in, guys. Show the channel some love. All right, so Deb, I know she's messing with like low doses right now. So congrats to you, Deb, for pushing. You're right at the final point. I want to say she said she's taking a quarter of a milligram when she's hitting withdrawal. Callie Love, there you are. Hey, Callie, did you want to hop in here and chat with us today? I know we talked about that, and the stream's open today, and I'd love to have you on and get to chat with you if you want to hop on. I posted the link at the start of this. If you do hop on, Callie, don't forget to put your channel name, type it in so that, or you know what I'm saying, so that they know it's you, right? Probably don't want to put like your personal name on there. But I'd love to have you on here, Callie, if you'd like to. Just go ahead and scroll up and click on the link, and then I'll see you pop in here. Brandon's recovery says, yeah, go up there. She says it's still in slow motion, but we can hear you. Oh, man. What is that sound? You guys hear that? Sorry, today's like very weird. I'm sorry, guys. It sounds like there's some freaking hyenas outside. I really hope my connection gets better, guys. I'm sorry about this. Of course, we're gonna have some technical difficulties here. Deb says she feels like crap, but taking 0.25, and I'm trying to tough it out. Yeah, Deb, honestly, just know your limits, okay? Like, um, and obviously you have experience coming us as boxing, right? So you just don't push too hard to where you kind of go. What is that freaking noise? I swear there's some monkeys on my front porch. But don't push too hard to where you freak yourself out and start going back up in the doses. You're just like right on the edge right now. Okay, that sounds like a dog toy or kids' toys or something. Let's see here. Okay, Callie Love, next weekend, actually, or next Wednesday, I have a lady friend actually coming on that's on the schedule, but I will definitely let you know if that falls through. I was actually going to have her on this Wednesday because I'm pretty sure it was you, Callie, that mentioned you wanted to have a lady on the show. So I have the perfect story coming up for you guys next week. She's a really good friend. I've known her for probably over 20 years now. I won't tell too much of her story, but basically it went from painkillers to Suboxone to Kratom to ketamine to off. Okay, so that's the story that's going to be coming up next week. Callie, like I said, I'm definitely going to be having you on soon, so I'll let you know. Callie, if you could shoot me an email just so I can kind of stay in closer contact with you to reach you that way, because sometimes I'm not sure if you're seeing my comments. Sometimes I don't see your comments till a little bit later on. So shoot me an email if you could, just so I can contact you that way, if you could, Callie. It's kickingaddictionkevin@gmail.com. Let's see here. All right, so just before we continue, and if it looks like, so Callie's not going to be able to hop in today. If anybody else is watching and you want to just come on and chill and kick it, let's talk. So I'm not sitting here by myself. That's cool. Otherwise, I can just interact with you guys through the comments. I was watching last week's video with Matt, and there was a lot of comments that I just didn't see or couldn't get to because there was a lot of people commenting. A lot of really good comments too. So if you guys didn't see the stream with me and Matt last week, go back and watch it. And when you watch the live streams, look through the live chat comments, guys, because there's a lot of good comments people are talking about, and a lot of good conversation too as well. So check that out. It's funny because as I'm making these videos, a lot of times it's weird because there's so many things going on, right? Like you're having to interact with somebody, you're having to kind of keep an eye on the chat, even though I have my mods for that. Thank you guys, I love y'all. But you're still like kind of wanting to see everything that's going on. You're still trying to bring up the next topic and keep the conversation rolling. And then like there's just so many things going on. So sometimes when I watch the video on playback, there's a lot of things that I missed when it was live, right? So I don't know if you guys are like that, but I get a lot of value out of just going back over the videos and watching them again, and also looking through the live chat because, like I said, there's a lot of comments at times that obviously I can't get to them all. But real quick, guys, I just wanted to send a huge shout out to everybody that sponsored the video last week with a super chat. These 4 people are awesome, and they were the first people to ever show support through the super chat, which sponsored last week's video. So Deb Woods, thank you very much. Scotty N, thank you very much, good sir. Callie Love, thank you, darling. Mikey, my man, thank you, good sir. So I just wanted to say that was very, very kind of you guys to do that. And it really kind of shocked me, like when it happened, when you guys, there was like little fireworks popping up on my screen is what it looked like. So yeah, guys, those 4, basically the people who sponsored last week's video, big shout out to you guys. You guys are always here supporting me in the comments and just showing me love all the time. So really, I want to thank all 4 of you for doing that. And I just wanted to go ahead and mention them for helping out last week, guys. So I'm not sure if you guys know how much you know about Joe, but he was going to go into rehab. He was going to go last Friday, I believe, right? It was July 3rd. For whatever reasons, he couldn't make it. I believe there was some sort of health insurance, like a change in his health insurance. I believe he put a video out about it. So go check out Joe's channel. I know he rescheduled it to tomorrow. I believe I want to say 10 a.m. he should be going in. Callie Love, you can find my email in the description of this video, or if you can just remember my channel name, kickinaddiction Kevin, all together, @gmail.com. What's ketamine? That's a great question. So I honestly don't know a ton about it, but basically there's a lot of people who are it's like it's basically like you could almost think about it as like a psychedelic type situation. Hold on a second here, guys. All right, we got the sponsor of today's live chat, Marky Rizzo. Woo! My dog, my man. Marky, you're always up in here showing me love too. He said, keep this train rolling. You catch my Abigail story I sent you? Oh my gosh, dude. I was gonna watch that the other day and I had something really important come up. So I am going to watch that. I know it was kind of a longer video, but I do appreciate you sending that to me because I do want to learn more about that as well. Maybe you can comment on what they just asked about ketamine. What is ketamine? Do you know much about ketamine? How does it compare to ibogaine? Does anybody know? Has anybody had experience with that? Shout out to you, Marky Rizzo, for sponsoring today's show with the $10 super chat. You are the man. And I love your picture right there, too. It shows, is that tattoos on your chest? Sorry, my phone's really kind of small. Kind of looks like Conor McGregor. You kind of look like Conor McGregor. Is that you, bro? Or is that Conor McGregor? Anyways, thanks for the super chat, man. He sponsored today's show. Marky Rizzo, my man. Thanks for sending me that Abigail story too. I will definitely check that out. So, Callie, I had to ask, what is ketamine? So basically, it's like some people have thought of it as like not like an LSD type of thing, but it's some sort of treatment that you get, right? It's like a session. I think it's like an hour-long session. They they put it in you, I believe, IV, and you kind of take a trip into outer space, from what I've heard. Like you have all kinds of weird visions, and like supposedly you do like 7 treatments. They're spaced out, um, and that's definitely something why I want to have my friend on the channel next week to tell what that experience is like, because a lot of people are getting off of Suboxone with using the ketamine treatments, or getting off of kratom, right? Or getting off of alcohol. I believe it also helps that, and it really helps with your depression if you have a lot of serious depression or anxiety issues. Go ahead and do a Google search and or watch somebody's video about their ketamine experience. You see a lot of people say about how life-changing it is. I think some insurances might cover it, but otherwise, I want to say it's maybe around a $1,500 for the entire treatment of like 7 different ketamine infusions, they call it. It's definitely something I think is worth looking into. I actually got an email from my the MAC clinic that I was with, and they're talking about that they now do um, like a nasal. They do a nasal daily prescription, but I've actually spoken to somebody who runs a ketamine clinic. They said the daily nasal ketamine stuff doesn't work nearly as good as like the actual infusions. So that's about all I know about it, Callie. Hopefully that answers your question. Let's see here. Deb says, that's awesome. Looking forward to hearing from your friend. Yeah, she's a sweet person. And I'm sure she's got a lot. You guys have probably heard me tell like the horror story about when I had my friend's wife go into the Suboxone clinic, and they were basically forcing her to take 16 milligrams. And luckily, I told him not to let her do that. So she like fake took one. She fake took one. That makes sense. Like she basically turned around to look in the mirror. She acted like she took it, and she didn't. Luckily, because even on 8 milligrams for her first time, it hit her so hard. Like it was way, way, way too strong of a first initial dose. So that's why I like for you guys to find a doctor who is willing to listen to your dosage. If you're on opiates, to listen to your dosage and work with starting out lower, right? Because if she's not taking fentanyl or heroin, she's not really in life or death uh, risk. Now, obviously, everybody's situation is different, but I feel that the doctor could have done a better job at listening to her and possibly starting her off on like a 2 milligrams, because her daily opiate dose wasn't really that high. If I remember right, I want to say it was like 60 to 80 milligrams a day. And for someone to go from taking a Loratab 10 every couple hours spaced out during the day to taking 16 milligrams of Suboxone for the first time all at once, that sounds disastrous to me, and I don't think that's a very good idea. But obviously, I'm not a doctor. I just thought that the doctor in this case handled that situation poorly, and then they had a bad taste in their mouth from the very start about Suboxone, because it seemed like it was such a strong drug, and it is. You just have to find the right doses, right? And it can be challenging for some people to do that. So if you can find a doctor that's willing to start you off on a lower dose and then let you take more if you need it, that's like the perfect doctor for you, in my opinion. So I'm not sure if you guys can relate to that, but that's who I've told that story about. That's who it is that I'm going to have on. So I know her very well. Let's see here. April, what's up? Hey, you're doing good. Um, Mikey says, "Yo, yes, Deb. Thanks for posting that. That's definitely it." And I'm already getting behind here on the comments, so I'm going to try to make sure that I stay up on the comments. Just I'm going to look here on the screen. If I see somebody that wants to hop in, guys, all you got to do is scroll to the top and click that link, and I'll see you pop in on the guest screen here. So I was just thinking about Callie's comment on that fitness video I did. It was making me laugh. Oh, let's see here. Deb says, "Yay, Marky Rizzo for the super chat." Yeah, that's freaking badass, dude. Thanks for doing that. That was very kind. Okay, Mikey has had two infusion ketamine infusions. What's your opinion on it, Mikey? Okay, Mikey says, so it feels like the room is floating. Mikey, how could you compare ketamine to like when you go to the dentist and you get the oxygen, what's it called, the nitrous? Is it? I would imagine that it kind of feels like a high dose of nitrous, because sometimes when I go to the dentist, I actually have to go this Friday to get a cleaning again. Sometimes I go to the dentist and then they put the gas mask on me. Sometimes it's so strong you feel like you're floating out of your bed, and that's I kind of would guess that that's maybe how ketamine feels. Like you just feel like you're just floating, really is kind of what it feels like. Like you're yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about that. For you, for those of you that have experience with ketamine, does it compare anything to opiates? Does it compare anything to, like, what would you compare it to? Something, there has to be some sort of sensation that it can kind of maybe mimic. Let's see here. Carly P says, "Oh, awesome! You got the super chat. Yay! Happy for you. I'll be listening." Yeah, my channel just recently got monetized, so that's now an option. So yes, thank you, Carly. I noticed your comment on the other video too just recently. Sorry to hear about your daughter. Hopefully, hopefully you can show her the way, right? So let's see here. Mikey says the room is floating. No idea about ketamine. Vitamin Z says ketamine is a dissociative and anesthetic. So whatever that means. It's an anesthetic. Deadwood says Mikey right now. Carly says she got ketamine during surgery. So are they using it for some sort of like, was it for pain? Is that what it was for? Or was it just to kind of like bypass what was going on in the surgery room? Marky Rizzo says it's the king. Carly's on the sub. It's a horse tranquilizer. $500 a session. Holy smokes! See, I've heard the pricing can definitely change. So if you're interested in that, maybe price it around. I'm not sure, like if it's kind of a you pay for what you get kind of thing. I'm not sure about that. Let's see here. They give Zofran and clonidine. The ketamine shot. They put you in the saline. I'm sorry, you lost me on that one. Zofran and clonidine. Clonidine, isn't that like a blood pressure medication or like an anti-anxiety medication? Marky says Hamilton's pharma. Dang, you guys are putting some words up in here. Hamilton's Pharmacopoeia did a show on ketamine. Check it out. Is that on you? Is that on Netflix, Marky? Thanks. What's up, Patrick G? What up? So Carly had it for pain. So it sounds like they can use that for like very painful. It's actually, I want to say that you can't take Suboxone or Kratom or anything like 24 to 48 hours around the time that you're going to get the ketamine. Does that sound right to you guys? Like I wonder if they kind of fight each other. It's kind of the reason there. Ketamine sounds like a sports drink. Dude, it does, huh? It's like a sports drink. I need some water. Hopefully you guys, oh my gosh, we've been on here for 26 minutes already. How the heck has that gone so fast? How many likes do we have, guys? Got 13 people up in here. Do we have 13 likes? Let me take a look ski here. 4 likes, guys. Come on, we gotta do better than that. Hit that baby. Hit that baby. Hit that like a little baby. Let's get that up to 10, guys. We got 13 people in here. Show me the love. All right, let's get back to some comments. Does anybody want to hop in here and chat? The floor is yours. If so, I'd love to get to know some of you guys. April says it's for blood pressure. So clonidines for blood pressure. Mikey says it's an out-of-body experience. Yeah, so I'm wondering like how, like after the experience is over, how do the results continue to last for so long? You know what I mean? Like, for example, when you go to the dentist and you get the gas mask, like it's awesome, right? As you're under the gas. Then when you come off the gas, everything just goes back to normal. So like that's my fear about ketamine is like I'm wondering how long like it lasts and if it's something that you need to have done like every year, every couple of years. I wonder if like insurance would cover that on a normal basis or not. Does anybody know about that stuff? Like he says it's PCP. That's what ketamine is? Sorry, I might be losing you now on that. Oh, it's on Hulu. I don't have Hulu. You can search it on YouTube and find it too, I think. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty sure like it seems like everything's searchable on YouTube these days. Patrick G says we're up to 6 likes now. All right, thanks for letting me know. All right, guys, hit that button. There's still more people in here that can hit it. Sonny, what's up, boy? How are you, man? I seen your video the other day, and sorry, my chair keeps popping. I seen your video you made, Sonny. That was cool for you to like let us all know what was going on. Some of us were a little bit worried about you when your videos disappeared. How are you doing though, man? You look like you're doing good in the video. Sonny says, I made it to a effing live. Yeah, I know I've been kind of spotty too, and my apologies to the my wrenches in here. Like sometimes I'm never, this channel has never been like fully consistent. That being said, now that the channel is monetized, like it has lit a little bit of a fire under my ass to try to do a little bit better, even though it's just barely a small little channel. It makes it a little bit more fun, right? You can't deny it. To see them say that your channel is approved for monetization, like it's like, oh wow, like I just was goofing off for 4 years, like just having fun with you guys, making new friends on here, but now they're YouTube saying that they can pay you for it. So okay. She says, Des says, Sonny with a heart. Yeah, everybody loves Sonny. How's life been for you, man? Sonny, you want to hop on here and chat for a little bit? If you can, dude, I'd love to chat with you. And I'm sure that everybody would love to see you on here too. Yeah, look, everybody's like, what's up, Sonny? Callie Love says, Kevin, tell us about the first time you were about to quit subs. The first time. First time I was about to quit subs. Let me think. Gosh, there's been so many failed attempts now. First time I was gonna quit subs. I was I did basically a rapid taper from about 16 milligrams. This was back when I moved to Idaho with my girlfriend. Um, we moved there. At first, she had no idea I was on Suboxone, and then I was trying to rapid taper, and it was a messy rapid taper, guys. I was going like 16 milligrams one day, 2 milligrams the next day, 16 the next day, 8, 16. Like it was very unorganized, and I don't recommend anybody do that to yourselves. It will have your head spinning. So don't do that. A controlled, slower taper. Slower could mean anything from 1 month to a year, right? That's, in my opinion, after everything that I've experienced, that's by far the best way to do it. I did a rapid taper because I didn't really understand how strong Suboxone was at the time, right? And you quickly find out if you try to jump off cold turkey just how strong the medication is. Because if your body's so used to a medication, it doesn't feel like it's that strong to you, right? Because you've been on it for so long. So your body's now adjusted to the new normal. But obviously, we all know now, hopefully, that Suboxone is a very powerful medication on like a milligram per milligram basis. It's very strong. So, to cut that long story short, I tried the rapid taper. I got down to about 3 milligrams, if I remember right. I jumped off. I made it 3 or 4 days. And in the middle of my sleep, right after I took my sleeping medication, I fell asleep for an hour. And then boom, like there was like an alarm clock that just went off in my body. And it was like, you are now wide awake. And now you have the weird fogginess from the sleeping medication to be stuck awake on. And my legs felt like there was somebody holding a lighter underneath them. And like my legs were on fire, which is the restless legs, right? So that just freaked me out. And so what I did then was I knew that I had suffered for a few days, right? So I came back on at I think it was like 1.5 milligrams, but like I cut my dose right in half from there. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to stabilize on this dose. And then I stabilized on 1.5 milligrams really quick, actually. So I didn't let my suffering go to waste. I used that to push myself lower in the taper. Okay, at that point, I was like, I'm gonna taper for another month. I'm gonna jump off at 1 milligram. So I tapered for a month, stable down to 1 milligram, jumped off, and it was basically the same thing all over again, except for it kicked in a little bit sooner this time because the lower half-life because I was on a lower dose. So basically, same thing happened, and I was amazed, right? Because I thought, oh, dude, I'm on 1 milligram. It's just that should be. This is going to be an easy thing to get off. I mean, I'll just quit, and there won't be any issues. Nope, not true. So 3 days in, I think it was. I mean, I was drenched in cold sweats during the day, and then insomnia at night, the restless legs at night freaked me out again. And so then I believe I took 0.5 milligram to get myself out of withdrawal then. And then I tapered down over the next 2 months to about a quarter of 1 milligram. And I was stable, guys. I was 100% stable on that. So maybe Deb, you can kind of take that as, because you're right about that dose right now. In my experience, you definitely can stabilize on a quarter of a milligram and be totally normal, right? And be totally good. I have heard somebody say, I want to say maybe it was Sonny, said that he could never stabilize on the lower doses. So it's going to be different for everybody. But for me personally, I could stabilize on any dose. It was just a matter of time, basically, until my body adjusted. So it's going to be different for everybody. But hopefully, Deb, you can stabilize soon. And then you can kind of either, I don't know what your plan is, Deb. Are you planning on jumping off of quarter of a milligram or spacing that out? I really like how Dr. Chris Parks talks about once you get down to a quarter of a milligram, then you could space it out. Like take it once every 24 hours, the next day take it every 25 hours, then 26 hours. That's a brilliant way to do it. And knowing what I know after experiencing jumping off of a quarter of a milligram and still having pretty dang bad withdrawal, guys, I hate to say that to anybody because I don't want to be I don't want to discourage anybody, but for me, I was mind blown that a quarter of a milligram of Suboxone even had any withdrawal. I swore I thought it was just going to be nothing. Oh, sorry, I got my my egg white milkshake here. Sorry, guys. But to taper down to a quarter of a milligram and then to experience what I experienced, I was really kind of bummed out. I thought it was just going to be the walk in the park type of thing. I mean, who would think that that speckle of a dose could still like keep you in and out of withdrawal? But it definitely, as Deb is finding out, it definitely does. Quarter of 1 milligram is the difference between withdrawal and not, basically. So, I mean, gosh, how low would you have to get to have no withdrawal symptoms? Like 0.000019 or something like that? That's crazy. Sorry, Callie, you asked me for like the short version of that. That turned into like a longer version. Um, hopefully that's told you what you wanted to hear, Callie, about that. Patrick says, what pain med can be used with subs for acute pain, like a broken leg in surgery? It's a great question, Patrick. Depending on where you look online, there's going to be different people will say different things. Um, Dr. Chris Park had once said in situations like that, you could just up the Suboxone, okay, and that would give you extra coverage for your pain. You could do that, or some doctors say to treat the situation like normal and give them normal opiates. Now, some people would say that that's going to send you into withdrawal. Honestly, in my case, I have never experienced the precipitated withdrawal, right? So I don't want to say too much more about that, but ideally you could either just up your Suboxone dose, because remember, guys, that Suboxone was originally made to be a pain, like a pain pill type of thing. It was originally meant to that's what it was made for, was for pain, right? I'm not sure if you guys all knew that, but that's what it was originally created for, and then it transitioned to helping people get off of normal opiates. Hopefully that answers your question, Patrick. I remember Rockin' Roberta was using kratom and Suboxone at the same time. She took them at the same time every day. So I'm not sure, like, if you know your body and if you have experienced precipitated withdrawal. I'm not sure if it only works one way or the other. But for me personally, I have basically had Suboxone in my system and then tried to take opiates to get buzzed, and there was no buzz that came. But I did notice the pain relief because I had a migraine. The migraine went away. Um, but yeah, you're not going to get any euphoria if there's any Suboxone in your system. It will block that all the way out, in my experience. Now, guys, please don't take this as me telling you to go take Suboxone and pain medication at the same time, because you could get kicked into precipitated withdrawal. Everybody's body is going to be different. Talk to your doctor, obviously, if you have an emergency come up. But yeah, the short end of it basically would be to just probably increase your Suboxone dose to get the extra pain coverage from that. Ideally, hopefully you're on a lower dose. Sonny says, good to see you, Kev. All is good, bro. Just living and working. Great job on your channel. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I really, hopefully, Sonny, is it okay that I leave our video up on this channel? I really would hate to take that down, just because I still get a lot of comments and people that I know that video we did really helps people. So if I absolutely have to, I could take that video down, but I would hope that I could leave it up. But I did want to ask you about that. So hopefully it's okay we leave that up, because that's basically your only Suboxone work here on YouTube. But let me know if you have to have me take that down. I could do that for you. Okay, Mikey says ketamine helps you get off substances. Yeah, that's a main reason, a big main reason why a lot of people are doing the ketamine, because it helps you transition from certain medications to a life free of those chains, really. So that's why I'm so interested in it. Sonny says, I'm a bit tied up right now, Kev, but definitely next time probably. I got a bunch of kids running around my house. You're good, man. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad that you're still keeping in contact with us here in the community. So Sonny, let's see here. Yeah, he's just chilling here in the comments with us, guys. So it's good to see you in here, keeping up with everybody. I appreciate that too. Patrick G went from 16 milligrams to 8 milligrams in the first month. That's totally doable. Okay, then he was on 8 milligrams for a year. Then he went from to 4 milligrams for a year. See, he did the long, slow taper. Then been going from 4 to 2 to 1 to 3/4 of a milligram over the last year. Sucks like the Hoover, but take it slow. Yes, I love how you did that. Um, yeah, yeah, he spaced it out over years, guys. And I bet you probably had next to no um, like withdrawal from going that slow, right? It would be very manageable to do that. Now, not everybody has, what was that, one year, 2 years. So he's been working on his taper for 3 years. Not everybody has that long. And I always tell you guys too that you can go faster in the taper at first, and then definitely once you get 4 milligrams and below, you need to slow things down. But luckily, that the faster you get out of the higher doses is the faster you're going to be out of that zombie land that I tend to refer to. The higher the dose, the higher the zombie mode you're in, and the higher the blurry consciousness comes into play. Once you get below 4 milligrams, you start to feel kind of like a normal person. Kind of. Obviously, there's still a big amount of changes going on, but you don't feel like such an outcast from the group. You don't feel like you're being stared at by everybody. Deb says, I'm toughing it out on 0.25. It's only been like 4 days. Yeah, that's great. I just keep going with 0.25 until you feel steady on that, and then you know what to do from there. Are you gonna jump off sometime soon, Deb? Sonny says, I was okay until it got to and under 1 milligram. Yeah, so I've said in other videos in the past, it seems like 1 milligram is the part where it starts to get real, right? I think I said in my last week's video, you could pretty much break Suboxone tapering into two different chapters. You got anywhere from 36 milligrams down to 2 milligrams. That's level one Suboxone tapering. And then everywhere from 2 milligrams to 0 milligrams, that's level two Suboxone tapering. And honestly, it's a different life, in my opinion. Somebody that's on 0 to 2 milligrams is living a much more closer to normal life than somebody that's on 36 milligrams. It's like it's two totally different people in my opinion. If you guys disagree, that's okay. And it's plenty okay for anybody to ever disagree with me. We all don't have to have the same. We all don't have to like the same medications or the same doctors. It's 100% for everybody to have their own opinions. I'm just sharing my experience. That's basically what it all boils down to there. So I can definitely relate to Sonny. Under 1 milligrams, that's when it started getting the physical for me. The waking up early, the RLS would start kicking in at about 3/4 of a milligram for me. Deb says, after I get stable, I will space it out. I write down doses and times. Yes, I have. I just I just bought a new calendar for 2023 for my dosing. I've got my dosing down in books for all the last years. Just OCD like that. Same here, Sonny. After 1 milligram, I felt every taper for 2 weeks. Yep. And that's why you really got to slow it down towards the end. But then I'll get a comment on this video that says, no, you should, once you get down to that dose, you should just jump right off. Like, there's so many different skewed events and like so many different life situations, right? Everybody has going on to where you can't just make one rule for everybody. It's everybody's bodies and lifestyle. If they have to work, if they have children, that brings another layer of complexity to the situation. Like there's so many different things. You can't just tell everybody the same damn thing, and it's not going to work the same for everybody. Vitamin Z says, Deb, can you get 2 milligram strips? That way you can cut it down to a 16th or even a 32nd of a milligram pretty easily. I don't have insurance or a doctor. I do want to get insurance though, just to get 2 milligram strips. Dang, Deb. So you're having to really cut things down if you're messing with the 8 milligram dose. Yeah, I know how challenging that is. I've had to do that. Down to crumbs, right? Gotcha. Let's see here. Yes, Kev, leave our video up, bro. All right. Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I was worried. I was worried you're gonna ask me to take it down. I was gonna ask you on my last comment on your video, but I figured you'd reach out to me if you need me to get rid of that video. But if you ever need me to, man, let me know. But hopefully it can stay there because it obviously helps people. Let's see here. On a side note, Sonny, things must be going well with your job for you to have to take down your videos. Like things must be going well. So congrats to you for life happening for you, brother. I'm happy to see that happening for you. You deserve good things, man. Patrick says no bad withdrawals. 2 week withdrawals, and I worked the whole time. So it sounds like Patrick's body adjusts after about 2 weeks to the next dose. For me, it seemed like it was, I did get more spaced out the lower the dose got. It took longer to adapt. But on average, for me, I would say it was usually like a week. So maybe 1 to 2 weeks, then your body should adjust to the next dose you're down on. We got 15 people in here watching, guys. How many likes do we have, guys? So I don't have to go look at the other screen. If somebody could just tell me what we're at. Did we get over 12 yet? 10? If not, hit that button, baby. Smash it. 13 people. Oh, now people gonna leave because I'll be talking shit. I'm just kidding, guys. All right, let's see here. Deb, we're all different, but I recommend hanging on at 0.25 for a while. Yeah. Some people, I really liked what Gabe said in one of his videos I watched. He said at some point, you're all just going to have to pay the piper, right? There's going to be, it seems like no matter what dose you taper down to, you're going to have some uncomfortability at some point. And you just have to know that that comes with this medication. Now, it just makes pure scientific sense that obviously the lower the dose, the easier it's going to be. I mean, that would make zero sense if you said 1/4 of a milligram is just as hard to jump off as 16 milligrams. That doesn't even sound like that's even reasonable to think about. So obviously your tapering will come in handy when it does come time to pay the piper. Hopefully you just have to pay that piper a bit less than you would have. Marky Rizzo says, all right, I got to bounce. Kevin, watch that video I sent you. I will, man. I totally forgot about that, so thanks for reminding me. I'll come on and talk about with you after you've done so. Okay, dude. And thanks again for the super chat. You sponsored today's live stream, so thanks again, brother. Keep crushing. Yep, you guys stay strong out there, and you have a good day, buddy. Thanks for chatting with us too. All right, Sonny's got to run too. He says, I got to run, guys. Peace and love to you all, and good luck. I'll catch you next one for sure, brother. Yeah, should be next Wednesday, hopefully for sure. I'll try to give you guys as much of a heads up as I as I can. Obviously, my guests sometimes they have to move it around a couple hours, but if it's just going to be me, I'll be on here at the same time to chat with you guys. But if I have a guest, obviously I have to go with what their time is available. But have a good day, Sonny. Thanks for checking in, man, and we'll see you on the next one, buddy. Ethan says, I never got stable on anything under zero point 0.5 milligram a day. And see, I want to say that's what Sonny has said in the past too. He just said he got to a point where he always felt like crap. So that just goes to show you, maybe for half the people, they can stabilize on 1/4 milligram, and maybe the other half, they just feel like crap all the time and they can't stabilize. Patrick G says 11. Oh, 11 thumbs up. All right. Yeah, that's good. That's better than 10. Let's see here. So we're at 51 minutes here. Do any of you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about, or does anybody want to hop on here and chat for just a little bit? I probably don't want to make this a 2-hour long stream like I do when I have guests on. Let's see here. Waited for weeks. If you taper to 1/16 of milligram, you're still going to pay the piper. Maybe not pay as much, but you will pay. Yes, I agree. I agree 100% on that, Patrick. And I agree because that's been my experience. Like I said, I tapered down to 3, I jumped. I know what it felt like. The good thing about it is that you know what you're expecting, right? You know, you jumped off at 3 milligrams, and you pushed yourself hard, and you felt, hold on, guys. Deb! Deb just come through with a $10 super chat, guys. Sponsoring today's show like a boss. Deb, thank you very much for that. You are such a freaking sweetheart. My gosh, you don't need to do that. You already helped me out so much. She says, thank you for these live streams, Kevin. It really helps a lot. Deb, thank you for your awesome support and just showing other people, other content creators, you're showing them love. And it's good to see that even though you're suffering right now with pushing yourself as hard as you can on your Suboxone taper, that you're still here working in a live stream and also supporting the channel. Like, buy some egg whites. Damn, I'm gonna buy two cartons of egg whites. That's a good idea. Thank you so much, Deb, and I'm so proud of you for doing what you're doing. You're, like I said earlier, you're this freaking close. It's been cool to see your progression too. Like I'll see what you comment sometimes, and then you're talking about trying this, and you're gonna try this, and pushing harder to the next dose. Like, it's been really cool, and we're all really proud of you, Deb, and everybody here in the comments feels the same way about you as I do. So thank you for that support, Deb, and I can't wait to see you on my channel sharing your journey, especially when you're going to be feeling good here soon once you're off and stabilized. So no rush on that. Hopefully you'll be okay with coming on, and I know a lot of the people on my channel would like to see the person who is always commenting and helping out on the channel. So hopefully we can get you on here soon, Deb. Thank you again for sponsoring today's show. Oh, there's Maddie. Maddie's back. He says, cut the 8 milligram film sideways. Cut it sideways. What do you mean, Maddie? All I could think of is to fold it in half and cut it, right? I did make a video showing how I cut the 8 milligram strips. Hopefully, if you guys haven't seen that, you can just do a search, how to cut Suboxone, and my video should pop up. It has quite a bit of views. I'm not sure, Deb, if she has the strips or the tablets, but yeah, if she can get the 2 milligram strips, oh, her life will be much easier at this point. Cut them sideways. I don't get what you mean, Maddie. What do you mean cut them sideways? And I have such big, clumsy hands. Like, look at these things. For me to get my big old paws on that shit is not easy. Plus, my hands are always. You guys have like clammy hands when you're messing with the films, and then you start to feel it get sticky. You're like, get off, get off me, ah! Patrick says, I always tell myself if the mountain was smooth, we wouldn't climb it. That's a great one right there. I like that. If the mountain was smooth, we wouldn't climb it. It's hard, but I know it'll be worth it. Never give in, never give up, never give out. Never give up, man. That's the hardest. That's the best part that screamed out to me about that is like you might try to jump off the box 5,000 times, but as long as you don't give up and just say screw it, I'm just going to take 50 milligrams a day, or even worse, say screw it and go back to your opiate lifestyle. Like that's I seen a video the other day. Maddie, did you watch that video I sent you? If you guys know who actualized.org is, that YouTube channel is literally, in my opinion, the best YouTube channel that exists. If you guys haven't seen that channel, it's this guy, he's about my age, and the man is literally some kind of freaking genius. A guy my age can know so much about so much. The to believe in just seeing how much one person can know, I'm like, there's no way that dude's soul is only 40 something years old. Like he has to have lived many lives because I just don't see how you could know so much about so much. One person, there's only so many hours in a day, right? So how could one person know? I mean, the guy explains, now this might, I don't want to like throw religion stuff into this, but there's a video that I watched of his. It was something like what is God? If you search actualized.org, what is God or something like that, it will pop up. It's this uh, pale skinny dude with a bald head and a black background. Dude, it's very convincing what he talks about. Basically, his I everything he says is so well communicated. Like just the fact that somebody could be thinking the things he's thinking, that alone is a miracle on its own. But for him to be able to unscriptedly go off and explain in great detail the things that he does, dude, the channel will blow your mind. If you guys haven't seen it, he's got way over 1 million subscribers, and that's for a damn good reason because you can scroll through his videos, and I guarantee everyone in here can be mind blown by what is on his channel. So please, guys, go check that channel out, actualize.org. Watch, be careful though, because the content is so magical in a way that it can be very addicting to watch. So please be careful with that. um, I have literally probably watched hundreds of hours of his content. It is just that freaking good. So he talks about everything, guys, from what is God. He explains what God is. Now, if you're really set on a certain religion, that might not be the best video for you to watch because it can kind of make you question things. So be careful in that. But as far as like, I mean, he has stuff about like dating advice, like business, meditation, like he covers every single like just so many different things. So I'll stop harping on his channel now. If somebody goes over there and checks out his channel and you watch some of his videos or watch a video, let me know in the comment what you guys think just of his channel in general. I'm sure plenty of you guys have already seen his content, but Maddie coming through with a $2 super chat. What's up, buddy? Maddie, I appreciate you, man. I really wish we could have got Joe on here, but our little so Maddie, myself, and Joe, we have like a little three-way texting chat going on. I don't text anybody, guys. So the fact that I even respond and like interact with these guys is it's just not me. I don't text people. I hate like the my own mom. I don't even answer my mom's phone call more than half the time, and I feel like a dick, right? But it's just the way I am. The older I get, the more like pushed away from everybody I am. But on the side note, like Maddie, you're my boy. I appreciate your friendship, brother, and it's just been kick ass to see you kicking ass in life and doing stuff. Right? Is that what it is? Doing stuff, doing things. I can't remember what your new catch line is. So thanks for that super chat, Maddie. I really appreciate you, brother. Yes. So Deb says she just looked him up and she posted his channel link right here in the live stream, guys. So you can click on that. He has so many videos. So like I said, just be careful. But I can promise you, you will gain a lot of value from his channel. Scroll through the videos, find something that relates to you, and don't get addicted to his channel because it's that good. I'm over here getting addicted to like Suboxone channels and stuff, but it's like a self-help type of channel, right? Many different psychology aspects come into play, so it's a great one, guys. Maddie says long ways. Oh, cutting it the long ways. So I'm assuming you're still talking about cutting the strip, right? Yeah, guys. Well, it looks like we are just over an hour now. Like I said, I didn't want to make this a terribly long stream. I was going to go over the community. Maybe should I do that right now? Maybe I'll do that right now. Maybe I'll keep it going for a little bit. All right. So what I'm going to do now, guys. Maddie says just driving home from work. I bet Maddie killed it today. Did you get that bathroom done, man? Hopefully Joe's doing okay. I didn't see him pop in this conversation at all. I know this is like he's probably getting mentally ready for rehab tomorrow, hopefully. Patrick G, checking out, folks. Be safe. Keep tapering. Yes. Good luck, Patrick. Have a great day, man. Thanks for being up in here, hanging out with us. Oh, I'm not sure if I should cut it off here or if I should make a separate video about the community tab, like the polls and stuff. I wanted to just kind of go over the poll results. All right, guys, let's shut it down here, guys, on the live stream because my live streams are always so freaking long when I have guests on. So I don't want to just drag this one way out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the live stream and then I'm gonna make a video just going over all of the community polls that I've put, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Just kind of going over all the results of what people have voted on over the past 12 months or so. Does anybody have anything to say before I shut this down? Deb, keep hanging in there, girl. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments on there, but the comments are more up to date on here. Let's see. How many likes did we get on this video? Yeah, it's definitely clear to see that more people are interested in when I have a guest. So I'm definitely going to try to get more guests on for you guys. Let's see here. Looks like, all right, so we had 11 likes, which is all right. It's not that great for this normal live stream, but it's most likely because I didn't really have a very good plan for this week. But nonetheless, I did have fun. It was nice to be able to interact with you guys the entire time because I felt bad last week when I was looking through the live stream comments. There was many good comments that I wasn't able to respond to just because Maddie and I were talking. It's just hard to be all over the place and like keep the conversation flowing. So I'm sure you guys know it can be kind of challenging to do this at times, but I guess that will do it for today. Big shout out to you guys that sponsored today's video. I will thank you all in the next live stream for that as well. You guys are badasses. Keep pushing, Deb. Joe, I hope you kick ass in the rehab, my friend. Hopefully God is on your side and you can push through that, buddy. But thank you all. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna make some more videos this week, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, baby. Bye, guys. Have a good night, baby.